Hi, I'm continuing to read from my new novel, Lee. We left off halfway down on page 119. I hung a hummingbird feeder. No smoking guy had one, but by the time I looked around after he died, I couldn't find it. I went out and got me one at the Walmart. I don't go in there to buy much. I checked to see if anyone donated one to the Volunteers of America, but no luck. So I went ahead and got this one. It was a pretty good buy. Made the sugar water and I waited. The smallest, tiniest birds came flitting in to suck the water. They flitted away and back again, their wings beating so fast they looked like ghosts of birds hovering in the air. I'll keep the feeder going all summer. I heard this buzzing sound a while back. I couldn't tell what it was until I looked up into the V-shaped tree, and there, flying back and forth, are a bunch of bees. They got a hive up there. The scientist guy taught me all about the bees dying out, so I figured they're a good sign, a good omen. My neighbor says if we got too many, we can call somebody to take them away. There's beekeepers who gather bees. They vacuum them up, take them home to their hives. I'm glad somebody's saving them. They don't bother us as long as we don't bother them. I can hear the frogs in the pond to my right, and on the left I see Lake Aurora. It's a man-made lake, it says. I don't know what that means. It looks natural to me. It's got a beach with a big no trespassing sign stuck right in the middle of it, but I can stand on the road and look out on it. I like walking this road away from the big box stores. Maybe I'll learn the names of the plants just for the fun of learning them, and then next winter I'll get a book and see if I recognize what I've seen this summer. I can then teach the names from the book to the baby. We've had a lot of rain and a big storm lately. I heard on my radio that people in California are not having enough water. Here we get tons of water coming down in big sheets, flooding lawns and fields. The birds sing louder when the rain stops. They stay quiet when it starts again. There's a lot of humidity, but even that feels good to me. I like to imagine there's a see-through veil, the kind the breeze can blow aside, and no smoking guy and Papa are sending all this good feeling at me from the other side. I'm feeling pretty grateful for the grasses, for the blue-headed puffball flowers, for the dry cattails, for the thinner and thicker trunked trees growing next to each other. Everything is sprouting itself, layers of green stuff. The greens closest to the road are the lowest growing. They go back forming into bushes, and back further still they become the tall trees. The birds' loud chirping wakes me up in the morning before it's even light out. I wonder if it's their voices that bring the light, or if the light is what wakes them to singing. Either way, it's good. The top of the trees are making a part-way ceiling across the road. Some of the leaves are round with points on the end. Some have ragged edges, thin and long. Some are dark green. All the rest are light because of the sun shining through them. They look transparent. The leaves are hanging on thin branches that look like they are reaching out for something very important up in the sky. I could spend all day in this living world, walking this uneven ground. It's how I know I'm a human girl, and I belong here on this planet that's growing all these things from itself, including me and all the animals. There's some lilies over there, orange-colored, blue cornflowers, and yellow daisy-like things, too. There's a black and yellow bird, a little one. I think they're called finches. like a bright flying lemon with wings. It looks. I know the names of some of the birds from a bird book I got at Volunteers of America. It's a small, thick paperback full of pictures and names, a good picture for the baby. Mostly I don't look up things I look at, but I did read about finches because they're so cool. They come in red too, pinkish red and bright, bright yellow. It's strange how I can feel so part of when I'm in nature and feel so apart from when I'm indoors. I was thinking for everybody that gets sad or mad, goes crazy, or gets the sickness of feeling apart, they should be brought outdoors. Let them be with the dirt for a while. The earth will remind them they belong. When we die, we go back to the ground. Earth is nice enough to take us back. Chapter 8. What I do for a living is natural. I'm not sitting in front of a computer. I'm not typing away on some man-made thing. Everybody's a typist nowadays, looking at some glowy screen all day. I'm making my living with my body, being with other people's body. Kind of a friendly thing to do, don't you think? Maybe that's why people pay good money for me, because they got a need to lay down with somebody. It's kind of sad when you think about it. People having to pay for some warmth, for being inside something real. Still, not as sad as paying for some crazy-ass sex doll. Everything that's natural, somebody's got to go make a substitute for. You ever notice that? I have. You find a cave you can move your family into, like those people in the olden days did, and it's good enough. Then somebody comes along and says, let's build something like a cave, but with our own hands. We'll call it a house. Eskimos use snow and ice. People in the jungle use leaves and barks and grasses. I think people of the desert didn't have a lot to build with, so they kept their wind-blown caves at least for a while. We humans, we like to take charge. That's our reason for the making of things, for copying nature. What's that saying? The best compliment is a reproduction, or something like that. We are amazed by what nature does, so we copy her. The copy confuses us, separates us from her, makes us forget who made the original. We forget the cave that was perfect for our shelter. As soon as we forget the source, we get scared. We think, uh-oh, everything I look at is made by me. I gotta make shelter. I gotta make clothes to cover me. I gotta control everything so I can survive. I. Then a bunch of I's get together in a group because alone they don't feel strong enough or brave enough. We cover the roads with cement, forgetting about the dirt underneath that grows food for us. We cover everything with our own doing. There's a word for this. I saw it in a book. The word is alienation. All because of our urge to compete with the Creator, the Source, with whatever this power is that makes this world fit us so well, this planet, this life. All creatures are born in the place that's just right for them, from the smallest microbe to the biggest animal. If their environment changes, the creature will change. That's a no-brainer. Or they'll perish. There are casualties in this world. Look at the animals. They get injured, they die, new ones are born. That's how it works. It's true for an animal, it's true for a person. It's why I don't like clutter in my house. I got my lamp, I got my radio, I got my table and chairs and the baby's crib, and the circle he likes to use to toddle inside. He's using it to strengthen his legs so he can walk. I got my mattress and my scarves. I like to decorate my bedroom with the scarves. I drape them around. I cover my lamp with the shears at night. It's fun. I got the full-length mirror hanging on my door. I look at reflection every morning when I walk by it to go to the bathroom down the hall. I don't know why I look at my reflection. It's a strange habit, but it makes me happy to see that I am in there looking back. I got everything I need. Mama's house had lots of corners of clutter, newspapers shoved in between the bed and the dresser, thick piles in there. I don't remember them not being there. She never cleaned them out. Ashtrays full of half-smoked dirty cigarettes. All her men smoked. She did too, best as I remember. I hate the smell of smoke. First thing I noticed when I moved in here is the no smoking sign on no smoking guy's door, and I thought, this guy can't be half bad if he's got that big old sign. Made me feel kind of friendly toward him before I even met him. Now I have his sign and the locket he gave me too. I wear the locket just about all the time around my neck, except when I don't want no one asking me about it, it being nobody's business what I got in there. I figured out ways I can keep it with me still and still have it hidden. I hook it on my belt loop and keep it in my pocket. My shorts are close by when I'm working, by the bed or on the floor. Some of the guys like to undress me, but I know what I got in my pocket. It's safe in there. This one time it fell out of my pocket. The guy was rough-handling me a little, and I got worried he would see it, grab it away, taunt me with it. But he didn't. He didn't even see it. He was so taken up with his urge. Now I know that with some of the guys it's better if I don't take the locket with me at all. I do prefer to have the locket with me, though. It feels like a protection of some kind. So far, so good. I haven't had any real trouble in a while. Nothing me and my locket can't handle. I will stop here and pick it up soon. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye.